Hey, how's it going, guys? This is our second video, same night, same upload day.
Do not wear the same clothes over and over.
I mean, that's what washing machines are for, dude. Anyway, this is our TV, movie, anime, and pretty much everything else that we want to talk about that is geek, nerdy, or everything in between.
Exactly.
So, first off, let's go with some movie reviews. I know you haven't seen these ones yet, but Fall Guy. David Leitch, I think his name is, right? The same director that made Bullet Train. That was just a really weird, fantastically done movie. It's not a good movie, but it is a very fun and entertaining movie. Solid movie, but yeah. And that pretty much explains Fall Guy. I mean, they found their niche and they're, rolling with it. Ryan Gosling is amazing. He is, like, his characters now are like just variations of Ken. And it's just funny. He's very good in the role. It's pretty much actors making fun of actors because they can't do stunts. Or most of them can't do stunts. Sorry, Tom Cruise.
Based off of an old TV show.
Yeah, 60s. Based off an old TV show back in 60s, 70s? 60s and 70s?
I think so, yes.
Starring Lee Majors. Fall Guy.
$6 Million Man.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Jack Black was also in that TV show for a little bit.
I did not know that one.
Yeah, I didn't know it until he shared the video, the scene he was in, on his Instagram. Because, of course, I follow the guy. That is cool.
All right, you learn something new every day. So, second of all, it is, like I said, it's not the greatest movie, but it is so fun to watch everything going down. It is just really good. Aaron Taylor Johnson delivers like an unhinged kind of like weird version of whatever actor is out there right now. And it's great. The acting in it is solid. The cinematography, very well done. And you could tell that the stunt people were having fun with it because they make fun of pretty much everything that happens. Oh, he went behind the bush and now you can't see his face when he comes out of it. That's pretty much how it is, like halfway through the movie. Anyway, very good movie. We're going to be doing 1 through 10s on these. Solid 8. Solid 8. Very good movie. If you don't have time to go see it, whenever it comes out on video or whatever, VOD, go and see it somehow. It's very good for date night. Very good just chill out and watch something dumb and funny. All right, second up, we got Ghostbusters Afterlife. That one, very fun. I can see why people didn't like it. There's some... it kind of moves in a weird pace. Like, it goes really fast in a section, then really slow, then really fast, and then all of a sudden it's the end. I can kind of see why people didn't like it. But solid story, funny line delivery. Paul Rudd, always amazing. McKenna Grace, great as Spengler's granddaughter. Slimer makes an appearance. Love that guy, especially since the Real Ghostbusters TV show. Really good. You know what? I'm also going to give it an 8.
An 8? You know what?
Solid movie. Definitely check it out. Next up, we got... we're talking about movie industry news, rumors. Big one today, the announcement of...
The big guy.
The big man in the MCU. Galactus.
The World Eater.
The World Eater. This guy baby. Right here. Sadly, rumors are not true, and it is not Antonio Banderas.
I know.
But
I was looking forward to that. He had an interesting voice.
I think he could have done it.
Could have done well.
You know what? Maybe they're saving his voice for Doom. I don't know.
Could be. Anyway. Could be that he just has a voice you could get lost in.
And he really does.
It's like,
yes. All right.
But
pause. No. Anyway, so they, like I said, they just cast Galactus, and it is
Ralph Ineson. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, bro, but I will look it up.
Checking up on his IMDb page, I don't know him, but he does a lot of narration, and he was in Game of Thrones. I just know him as one of the guys from the Deathly Hallows. Yeah, he was one of the guys from Deathly Hallows.
One of the long-haired dudes.
Yeah.
He was a police officer in Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Yeah, I saw that.
I kind of know him as the guy that's just like, oh, hey, that's him, you know?
He's like the Mark Shepard of film.
Exactly.
Like Mark Shepard, he pops up everywhere. He's been popping up since X-Files. And he's always, that guy. That's what this guy is. Everybody's going to hear his voice as Galactus, and you're like, oh man, I know that guy. But that's who it is, Galactus.
Yes.
Now, My Adventures with Superman.
I love that show. That was a good show.
It was season 1 was so good. A lot of people didn't like how they like messed with his energy powers or whatever.
I know.
But I think it's a cool little callback to Superman Blue.
Exactly.
And it was good. It was a solid story, solid new universe story, very fresh, and it wasn't dark. They did not. I mean, towards the end, it kind of got a little dark, but
kind of a little bit.
But they did not make the character dark and broody and all that stuff.
He was upbeat. He was kind of like a classic Superman.
He
type
was
guy.
classic Superman thrown into a modern day world, and things gonna happen in modern day world. But yeah, so season 2 starts up May 25th.
Yes.
Next day on streaming. And let me see what else we got here.
There's also going to be a tie-in comic to it.
Oh yeah, there is going to be a tie-in comic. My Adventures with Superman. FOC is actually due on what Sunday? May
12th.
May 12th.
Mother's Day, baby.
Mother's Day. Walk into a comic shop for her pops and pre-order yourself a My Adventures with Superman comic. Don't tell her I said this. Anyway, moving on to anime. So you're not like too much into anime, but
Not the biggest.
you will like Reincarnated Slime. That time I got Reincarnated Slime. Basic rundown: dude gets killed, and while he's dying, the voice of another world is answering his questions and fears. And when he comes to in another world, because he gets reincarnated in there after dying in our world, he is a slime with an uber amount of magical power, right? Eventually he meets a dragon, teaches him how to see because slimes have no eyes. Then he starts rolling with it. Turns out he's one of the most terrifying, frighteningly powerful things in the forest that he just happens to wander into. And from there, he just goes about trying to build a very peaceful life. And he does until people just mess with him, and then he's all like, "Stop."
It's always how it goes.
Pretty much. So yeah, I think you would like it. Season 3 actually just started about 3 weeks ago. Tomorrow is actually episode 4 or 5, and it's all been set up. Exposition, right? 4 or 5 episodes of exposition. It's about to go down. Okay. And I've read far enough in the manga, and other people that have read the light novel are telling me, yeah, this is where it goes down, and it will go down. So if you ever get a chance, you have Hulu or anything, watch Reincarnated Slime. Or that time, I got Reincarnated Slime, and that one will fix your isekai superpowers. Yeah, beat 'em up kind of fix right there. If you want something like with kind of substance, I recommend Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night. Slice of life. Basic rundown is this girl is almost graduating high school or college or whatever they call it. And she is a former artist. And by former artist, I mean that she was actually able to get her piece made into a mural. And she was so excited that she wanted to show her friends, but her friends just kind of crapped all over her and started saying, "Ew, who did this?" So then she goes, "Haha, yeah, it looks bad." And then from there, she's just, kind of downhill. Cut to a few years later, she's almost graduating high school. She doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. After, high school, she doesn't know art school or anything like that. So she takes a swing by her mural, and it's still up, but it's about to get repainted over. And somebody is doing a music video in front of it, and she wants to say something, but she's still just incredibly shy. And this one girl just stands up and says, "Hey, stop that. That's my favorite artist's mural." And from there, like, a friendship is formed. Turns out that the new friend, is a former pop idol who was in one of the, most well-known one and had a huge blow up with one of her bandmates. So now the former pop idol is getting with the former artist, so that way the two of them can like make new music cut with her art, and it's just about finding yourself kind of thing.
Oh.
Super well done in animation. The voice acting very well done. But yeah, it's basically just a story about finding yourself, and it's very good. All right, it's good for any age, I think. Anyway, all right. So, history.
Okay.
History.
What we got here? What we got here? What we got here?
In May 1934,
Mm-hmm.
Walt Disney Pictures created The Wise Little Hen, which was the very first appearance of Donald Duck. Now, here's an interesting part. It debuted originally in May, but widely distributed in June of that same year. So it was the Circlet, right? I think I wrote it down.
I can't read your handwriting.
Carthay Circle Theater.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carthay Circle Theater. I can't read my handwriting sometimes either.
It's okay.
All right, so also in May 2012, The Avengers.
We discussed this in the comic book one, but
It's so important. It's so huge
It's
that
the
you got to
movie.
talk about it twice.
Mhm.
And like I said, I went to go see it like two times during the first day.
it was the year that people thought the world was going to end,
Mm-hmm.
but a bigger world opened up.
It's true. And in fictional history, Thunder.
We got here. Fictional, May 12th, 1984. The day that Arnold, the T-800, was sent back to kill Mrs. Sarah Connor. A little fun fact about that, even though Arnold does speak German, because he's from Austria, he was not allowed to do the dubbing for the German audience because his accent, more like a country accent out there. So
Really?
they thought it would be silly if he did it. He was not allowed to do the dubbing because he'd have come out sounding kind of hillbillyish to them, evidently. So he was not allowed to do it.
I did not know that. That is actually pretty cool. That's a good little fun fact. All right, cool. Well, that was our movie, TV, anime segment. All right, we're out.
Alrighty.
We're outie. Later.